What is going on, everybody? Today, I had a little bit of a thought of something I wanted to try. So, you know, I've been using this sub 70 849 Pro driver, and I just felt like, you know what? Because it's a new head, it's a new club to me, and I had a sim a couple models old, how would this stack against this Ping G425, which I was also interested in. So let's check it out. Let's see what we get. What is going on, everybody? Scott Hogan coming at you. We're here in the studio. So we're gonna do a little driver head comparison. We've been talking about the shaft and how I think I needed to go a little softer, which we did. And I think we got a little bit better number. Now, what I wanted to test though is, would it make a difference with the head that I chose? Obviously two premium heads, you know, that you're hearing talked about now in the market. And so let's go ahead, let's put that down and see if I can get something more out of the driver, or is this 849 Pro still the best option for me, which I've really liked it so far, but again, trying to get a few more yards if we can. Let's see if we can do that without losing too much accuracy as we go forward. So we're gonna start it off. I was able to land a G425. This is a 9-degree. This is the max head. I was able to land that. I took the shaft. I took the head off of this shaft. So this is what I used with that 849 Pro. I'm going to I put this one on. So we'll hit with this first. I'm gonna get some numbers. Then we're gonna switch it out. We're gonna get the 849 Pro on, and then we are gonna test that one out as well, make a final decision, and then I'm gonna assemble the club that I like the best. So let's get to it. Let's hit some shots. So we are doing the double dot technique here. We're not going to use RCT. We're going to go double dot here on the sugar ball because this is the ball I like to play. I don't play the Pro VX, which is what I have on RCT. So let's do it. Got no limits, I got no fears. All right, there we go. We've got 5 actually really good swings. Those felt pretty darn good with this G425. So that's weird to say it like that. 425 max. Felt pretty good. Hit a couple left. Club speed 108 on that last one. I like that. And they read all the spins. So no estimated spins there. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to switch out the heads. We're going to hit 5 shots with that. Yes, this is going to take a few hours to do this one, but then we'll come back and we'll compare the data. Let's get to it. All right, here we are. 849 Pro now. Let's go ahead. Let's get a couple rips in with this. We're going to compare the two. Same shaft, head switched out. Let's do it. Got no limits, I got no fears. All right, let's go over the data from hitting these shots. All right, so again, we did get the sub 70 Pro, the 849 Pro, and we had that on with the hazardous smoke 6.0. So I kind of settled on, you know, that shaft. But, you know, we're going to take a look at it and just kind of get a feel for, you know, what we think about it. So let's take a look at those numbers here as we go. So this is that club. I hit a few 9-irons to warm up, but let's take a look here. You can see a pretty tight dispersion on this club. Smash factor's got a 1.49, ball speed's around 151, 152, club speed's in the mid 104 to 106, 107. You can see the spin rates. Got one real high one. I do believe as I hit that one, I did not make great contact on it. Well, let's take a look. 145. No, that was not too bad. I just, oh, there we go. I faded it to the, that's the one I lost to the right, it looks like, as we go. So, you know, hey, there we go. Those are the numbers of what we're looking at right there with that club. All right, let's go switch over Okay, let's switch it over to the G425 Smoke. Okay, so again, what I did is I just took the heads off, took the adapters off, and just switched them out. Takes about 4 hours with the epoxy I have to do that, so I just did it and let them dry. And here we go. So you can see, first off, let's just make note my club speed was a little slower. So, you know, the fact that the ball speeds are down and just a little bit lower. For whatever reason, I was swinging it just a little slower at this moment, which is odd for me in the afternoon. I typically get more loose and able to go faster. But anyway, smashes, 147 was the best I did. So I had 149. Spin rates are definitely down a little bit. So I'm getting a little less spin on that head. I didn't hit as many to the right? You could see I was pretty centered or pulling it as we go, but it definitely had a bigger dispersion with that head as we go. And yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at. So biggest takeaway is one of these drivers, you know, again, they're very similar, right? One of these drivers is $220 less than the other. So, I mean, this is where I think there is some matter, right? Like, hey, you got to like the way something looks. You got to like the way something feels. But, you know, when they're telling you a bunch of stuff about, hey, you got to go buy this, you got to go buy that. What I always tell my students is like, yeah, if you have clubs that are like 10 years old, you know, that's going to make a difference because, you know, clubs wear out, they get cracked, whatever. But, you know, from model to model and year after year, it's like they're just kind of required to put clubs out, these big companies. And, you know, you're better off working on, you know, for me, when I look at this, it's like, hey, let's just work on getting the speed up. I mean, I'm going to be putting the sub 70 in the bag because of how much that dispersion is. I mean, that's so much tighter. I mean, at least I know it's in play. Even if I get my speed up on the Ping driver, if I'm sacrificing a couple of yards, okay. But overall, I just have to get my club speed up. That's going to be ultimately what it comes down to. Maybe a little bit more shaft, you know, looking at the shaft. I might try one more as we go. But, you know, it's just sticking with it, finding it, and now we know what we're looking at, kind of testing out some things, knowing, hey, we're in the right spot with the driver. We just need to go work on the technique, the speed, and get it going. So cool to be able to do this now, kind of go through a fitting process with these clubs. If you have questions about it, please comment down below. Let us know what your gamer driver is. I'd be interested to hear what that is. And yeah, if you have any questions, make sure you check out future videos we have coming up about the using your launch monitor, getting better, the process of learning, going and traveling a little bit. So excited for that. And thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Peace.